Oggy and Elliot learn that it's okay to fail. In a bustling town filled with cobbled streets and colorful houses lived two best friends, Oggy the ogre and Elliot the elf. Oggy, with his big, friendly smile and even bigger appetite, was always ready for an adventure. Elliot, with his pointy ears and a head full of clever ideas, loved tinkering with anything he could find. One sunny afternoon, as they munched on giant cookies, Oggy's favorite, a flyer fluttered past them. It announced a grand robotic competition. The winner would win a brand new two-player Game Boy. Oggy's eyes widened and Elliot's gears started whirring. A Game Boy? We gotta win that, Oggy. Elliot squeaked, his excitement bubbling over. Oggy grinned. Let's build the best robot ever. It'll be unstoppable. And so, their grand adventure began. They spent days gathering spare parts. Rusty bolts from Mr. Fix-It's shop, a dented bucket they found by the well, even Oggy's old, wind-up toy car. Elliot tinkered and toiled, connecting wires and sprockets, while Oggy helped with his surprising knack for finding the perfect cog or washer. Finally, the day of the competition arrived. Mr. Khan, Elliot's dad, drove them to the town square in his rickety cart. The sight that greeted them left them speechless. Robots of all shapes and sizes whirred and blinked, some with laser pointers, others with extendable arms. Oggy's smile faltered, and Elliot's tinkering finger twitched nervously. Their humble bucket bot suddenly seemed small and insignificant. Maybe we shouldn't compete, Oggy mumbled, his voice barely a whisper. Elliot looked down at their creation, then up at his dad, who winked. Mr. Khan knelt before them, his voice warm and kind. Boys, he said, winning isn't everything. It's about trying your best, learning from your mistakes, and having fun along the way. Oggy and Elliot looked at each other, a spark of determination flickering in their eyes. They might not win, but they would give it their all. Their turn came, and they proudly presented their bucket bot. It wobbled a bit, its movements jerky, but it managed to complete the simple obstacle course. They didn't win first place, not even close. But as they watched the winner's robot zoom around, Oggy and Elliot felt a sense of pride. They had built something together, faced their fears, and learned a valuable lesson. On their ride back home, Oggy held the flyer close. Next year, he declared, we'll build a robot that can fly. Elliot grinned, his eyes twinkling. And the year after that, one that shoots candy. From that day on, Oggy and Elliot never stopped tinkering and dreaming. They knew that failing wasn't the end. It was just a stepping stone on their path to becoming the best robot builders in town. Remember, little listeners, everyone fails sometimes. But it's how you pick yourself up, learn from your mistakes, and keep trying that makes all the difference. Who knows? Maybe your next creation will be the most amazing robot anyone has ever seen. Little listeners, Oggy and Elliot's adventure reminds us that failing isn't the opposite of success, it's often a part of it. Sometimes things don't go according to plan, and that's okay. The important thing is to learn from your mistakes, pick yourself up, and keep trying. Every failed attempt teaches you something new and helps you build the skills you need to succeed in the future. So next time you face a challenge, remember Oggy and Elliot. Don't be afraid to try your best, even if you stumble a bit along the way. Because the most amazing inventions and adventures often begin with a daring attempt, a willingness to learn, and a heart full of dreams.